What is the endocrine system all about? And where is it located in the body? And what are the functions with regards to our health? This and more is what we seek to find today on Welcome to My Kitchen. I officially welcome you to my kitchen, and my name is Baba Hammond. I trust you're doing very well. I am fine and excited to spend some time with you. And we are being supported by Handy Honey. So for organic honey, look no further. Please pick the number on the screen, reach out to Justice, and he'll take care of you. We also want you to know that Welcome to My Kitchen is open for adverts and presentation. So if you have anything you want us to advertise for you, please pick the number on the screen and we will have a healthy discussion with you. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Welcome back. So I earlier told us that we are going to have a discussion, and today we are talking the endocrine system and your health. And to do that with me is my finest gentleman. How are you today?
I'm doing well, by grace.
I can tell you are doing well. You look sharp and smart. I like that.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Please introduce yourself to my viewers.
Yeah, again, I'm Dr. Kwabena Ahiana, a doctor of veterinary medicine, a student of pharmacology at the University of Ghana, MPhil. Yeah.
We're excited to have you on the show today.
Thank you.
And so we are discussing the endocrine system.
Yeah.
What is it all about?
Okay, so I would say that the endocrine system with the nervous system would be like the bosses of the body system, or the whole body. They are the systems that are always giving commands here and there.
Oh, so they command our body?
They command everything that happens in the body. Now, the nervous system is made up of the brain and the nerves, and electrical impulses are being sent through these things like wires. So their commands are kind of sharp and fast. So a signal is sent and immediately we have a response, like touching a hot object. Quickly goes to the brain, come back, and the hand responds within a second. Within a second? Yeah.
Exactly where is it located in the body?
The nervous system, the brain, the spinal cord, and it has a whole lot of neurons like that. Now, unlike the endocrine system that we are coming to talk about today, they also give commands, all right, but they are not connected like the way the nervous system is. Okay. It's like they are scattered at particular parts of the body, but they amazingly communicate so well. So starting from the brain, we have the hypothalamus coming to the pituitary glands. Then they move down. We have the thyroid around the neck area. We have the parathyroid. We have the thymus around the chest area. Then we come down to where the stomach is, where we have the pancreas. Then we have on top of the kidneys important glands like the adrenal glands. Then you move down to the gonads, the testes in males, and then the ovaries and all the reproductive organs. So they are kind of scattered, but they really communicate.
So they are scattered in the entire body.
Exactly. What
are their functions?
Yeah, so like I explained earlier, they send information. Let me say they are chemical messengers. Okay. So they produce these substances we would call hormones, and they are proteins or lipids, and immediately they are sent, they are transported through the blood or the lymph to the target organs. So for instance, let's use the pancreas for instance.
The pancreas.
Yeah. So you take in a lot of sugar, and the level of glucose in the blood is going to rise above the normal threshold. Okay. And so the signal will be sent to the brain, then it comes back to the pancreas to produce insulin to reduce that sugar in the blood. So that's how it works, and they are very specific. Each hormone goes to a particular target organ for a specific reason, and it must go in the right proportions to maintain what we call homeostasis. So homeostasis is basically, just look at the sign at the high court, that balance thing we have. Yeah, and it must always be in a balance like that, and that is the homeostasis. So the body is always trying to maintain balance, amounts of substances, chemicals in right proportions, and this is what the hormones do. So when a particular hormone is high, above the threshold, we have what we call a negative feedback. So it goes back to the brain, to the hormone that is controlling that particular hormone, and is reduced.
I see.
Yeah.
So from the explanation you've given us so far, I can deduce that this is a very important system in the body.
Yeah.
How important is this system to the body?
Yeah, so each gland would have its specific function and importance to the body. When a hormone goes above the threshold, or a particular organ or a gland is producing hormones above a threshold, it can cause specific diseases. And their diseases are mostly very, very bad, if I may put it. When it is too low also, it can cause specific diseases. We all know a disease like goiter.
Goiter, yeah.
That swelling that comes. Yes, it is the thyroid gland. So that if the thyroid gland is producing a lot of hormones, we call it hyperthyroidism, and it's going to swell up like that. It's a very, very stressful situation. It is not only that. When the pancreas is not functioning well, we would have issues like diabetes.
All right. So if I should take you a little back, when the thyroid is high, you get what? Hyperthyroidism. And when it is low,
it's hypo. Yeah.
Okay.
So hypothyroidism, hyperthyroidism, they will have their effects on specific organs and manifest in some diseases.
And all these are controlled by the endocrine system.
Exactly. Everything is controlled by, and sometimes they work hand in hand with the nervous system. Yeah.
May I ask you, can you just give us about 3 or 4 common diseases that can affect the...
Yeah, so maybe let's talk, if we talk about the adrenal gland, for instance, we can have Cushing's disease, and then we can have Addison's disease. So where Addison's disease is low production of the hormones that are produced by the cortex of the adrenal gland, Cushing's disease is the opposite. So when one goes high above threshold, a particular disease, one goes down above threshold, a particular disease. Not only that, with the cortex, it also produces some hormones called the mineralocorticoids, right? Or aldosterone, if I may put it, where the low levels of this can cause hypotension.
Right? Hypotension?
Yes, low blood pressure, and very high levels can also cause hypertension. So it is very important to help the body maintain the levels that it's supposed to maintain, and we will discuss how to take care of it pretty soon.
Yeah, I imagine this is kind of a complicated system.
Yeah, it is.
But they are also important because they can really affect our health and make us very sick.
Exactly.
So how do we maintain a healthy endocrine system?
Yeah, so we will say that now, like I mentioned earlier, the nervous system sends signals and is pretty fast. That's its function, and leaves. Now, with the endocrine system, they sometimes produce the hormones, and these hormones can stay in the body for a while.
Wow.
Yeah, and they may finish the work they are supposed to do, but they may be lingering around, and the body will have to take care of that, right? And so, if we eat foods or do things that stresses the system, we may have some of these hormones lingering around and causing problems for us. I was actually reading a research paper that talks about how foods actually can affect the behavior of a person, and this behavior depends on the type of hormones that these foods kind of stimulates, reduces their levels or lowers their levels. An example is, let's say, serotonin, where a lot of processed foods and meat, highly processed meat, highly processed food, foods that are low in vitamins, minerals, and essential fatty acids can actually make a person aggressive because it's increasing certain hormones above threshold.
Okay, so I'm going to take you right back.
Yeah.
Now we know that this system is extremely important.
Yeah.
Disorders of this system can cause diseases like diabetes, affect our hormonal imbalances and all that.
Yeah.
And I was asking, how do we keep it healthy? Is it by eating well, exercising, or what are some of the things we can do to make sure that these systems are working well and that their impacts will be positive and not negative on us?
Yeah. So like I was explaining earlier, food is everything. We need to maintain a healthy body system, and the endocrine system is not an exception, right? So there are specific foods that if you take them more, you help the endocrine system to be healthy. And there are foods that if you take, you stress the endocrine system.
All right, so let's look at the foods that we take that will, strengthen our endocrine system for us to experience positive signals from them.
Exactly. So foods that are rich in antioxidants, right, kind of take care of free radicals that are in the system. Example, broccoli is one of it. Yeah, that can help. Spinach is one of it. And then foods that are anti-inflammatory. Yeah, like ginger. And I would say a lot of fruits and vegetables.
Fruits.
Yeah,
so
are very
basically, it all boils down
that.
to fruits and vegetables, and whole grains.
Exactly.
And I can say healthy lifestyle, like exercising, drinking
a lot of
good water, not just water.
Yeah.
Taking some healthy herbal teas also help in a way.
Exactly.
And what are the things that will affect, lifestyles that can affect the endocrine system negatively, and that will, impact on our health negatively as well?
Alcohol. Alcohol is very bad for the endocrine system. I said the other day that it throws you off balance, affecting a whole lot of things. So a lot of alcohol, and I mentioned earlier a lot of processed food, and I will not stop mentioning meat. Again, you look at
meat.
Yeah, you look at the animals in the wild. There was another research conducted, and carnivores were given vegetarian diets, and their serotonin levels were measured. And well, when the serotonin levels are high or at the normal levels, they are much more calm, right? But when the serotonin levels are low, well, the person becomes more aggressive, more irritable, and things like that. So you measure this carnivore serotonin levels, and you realize that it's up higher, and they become more docile and calm. You realize that it's helping the hormonal balance inside. So obviously, taking a lot of, let me say, red meat and most of the processed meats and highly sugar processed foods can actually affect the endocrine system negatively.
Thank you very much. Unfortunately, our time for this segment is gone, but our take-home point is that yes, there is a system in the body called endocrine system. These systems are responsible for our day-to-day activities, and when you mistreat them, they will mistreat you by giving you all kinds of horrible diseases like diabetes and all others. But the most important thing is that you have the responsibility of keeping these systems healthy by eating healthy, eating lots of vegetables and fruits, whole grains, less processed foods, if possible, eliminate meat and other things. So together we can build a healthy endocrine system and enjoy a healthy lifestyle. I'm taking you to my kitchen to put together some fruits and vegetables to help maintain a healthy endocrine system. Come with me. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me in my kitchen. After that healthy conversation we had about the endocrine system, we are here to put together a juice we call endocrine resetting juice. Endocrine resetting juice. This juice is going to help you reset your endocrine system just in case it's struggling and giving you some negative symptoms. And so I'm going to prepare this juice for my finest gentleman. Yeah, where you come to my kitchen, you get to taste, some nice and, healthy juices, smoothies and, foods. And so on my table, I have beetroot, broccoli, green apple, ginger, and cucumber. So I'm going to work on these ingredients as our resource person take us through the health benefits of all these ingredients lined up here and how helpful it is to our entire body. Beetroot.
Yeah, so beetroot is very colorful and it's for a purpose. Actually, the deep crimson color you see is because of a content, a chemical content that is very, very rich in protective antioxidants. So mostly all the colorful fruits and vegetables are very good because they contain antioxidants and they take care of free radicals in the body and it makes you healthy. More importantly, it helps your endocrine system. Yeah. It is also an anti-inflammatory. It also contains some chemicals called the betalains, which has anti-inflammatory properties. Now, when we talk about inflammation, it is not just infectious inflammation that we are talking about. We are talking about some immune responses that occur in the body that we may call inflammations or autoimmune, diseases. And these chemicals in this plant actually helps you to reduce such inflammatory processes. So beetroot is very good. You look at how red it is, and blood comes to mind. And so it's also very good for the blood. It's an anti-anemic medicine. So those having anemia, apart from helping your endocrine system, working on the free radicals in your bloodstream and everything, it also gives you more blood. So if you are struggling with anemia and things like that, you can consider adding, beetroot to your diet. Either, making a smoothie or a drink out of it, as we are doing now, or you use it for salad. You can actually add it to your salad, or you can eat it raw. Which is going to really help you. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about the broccoli.
Yeah, so again, broccoli is also doing almost the same thing. I would say it's very good for the heart, by the way. Apart from all the other things it does, well, it has a way of balancing, your sodium and potassium levels. And as we talk about this endocrine system and hormones, you will realize that a particular portion of the endocrine system manages water balance, sodium and potassium, and wherever sodium is, water follows. So a signal is sent to the kidney to retain more sodium and hence the water content of the blood, right? And so this plant actually helps your body to balance these two important minerals, the sodium levels and the potassium levels, thereby managing your blood pressure. So it helps a lot. Broccoli is also very good for this endocrine system we're talking about.
You know, broccoli is quite expensive here in Ghana.
Yeah, very expensive.
So what would be alternative, just in case I can't afford or I can't even get some?
Yeah.
What is alternative?
Yeah. So you realize that broccoli is part of a family of vegetables we can call the crucifers or cabbages, if I may put it. We have the purple one, and for the purposes of what we are doing now, if you get the purple one, it will help. Yeah, it can replace it. Even if you don't get it, you get any cabbage, because they are in the same family, like I explained to you the other day. They would have some of these nutrients in their right proportions that will give you such medicinal purposes.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting. And we can talk about
our apples.
Apple. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So apples, even though they appear to be acidic, when they get into the body system, they become alkalines. They kind of alkalinize the system. It's interesting to note that the more alkaline your system is, the more healthy it is, unlike the acid parts. And so if you have apple in your system, it helps you maintain a lot of the biochemical processes that goes on. And so adding it to a smoothie today is a best choice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cucumber.
Yeah, so cucumber is a diuretic. If I say diuretic, well, there's a particular blood pressure medication we call diuretic, kind of still maintaining the water balance and blood pressure. It has a lot of water in it, and so it hydrates you. It's also very good for the skin, and apart from that, has these phytochemicals that helps your body to maintain homeostasis. Most important.
What's the meaning of that big word?
Yeah, so homeostasis is like maintaining a balance of things in the body. Just as we have, like I explained, we have that law court symbol where we have a balance.
Yeah.
You put this here, put this there, and make sure that you have a balance of the things you have in the body. That is homeostasis. So the whole body, hormones, neurons, everything is working to maintain a balance. Yeah, and that is what these vegetables and fruits help you to do. Ginger. Ginger is a very good anti-inflammatory plant. It's good for a lot of things, even common cold, right? Because of its anti-inflammatory properties. Yeah, and it also has antioxidants, right? And so adding it to a smoothie, apart from giving it that nice flavor, it's also benefiting us a lot.
Great.
Yeah.
Auntie, darling, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm struggling to peel my my ginger, but I'm getting there. Yeah. But let's see, what would be the right time to take this smoothie or juice? Is it on an empty stomach, after meals, how many times in a day, in a week, depending on your symptom or your condition?
Yeah. So I would say that looking at how complex the endocrine system is. If you have problems with the endocrine system, even though those conditions are not common, you may want to go to the hospital. These smoothies and preparations are just to help you prevent and also help you fight some of the things that may happen to your endocrine system. But if you have conditions like Addison's disease, Cushing's disease, and things like that, or diabetes, you may have to visit the hospital. Aside visiting the hospital, you can be taking some of these things from time to time to help you maintain a healthy endocrine system. Now, you can take it on an empty stomach, in the morning, and you can take it twice a week if you want. But like I said, with the fruits
twice a week.
Okay. With the fruits and vegetables, you can take them anytime. Not necessarily adding all of them together like this, but the more you take more of beetroot, broccoli, and things like that, you are maintaining your body health.
All right, so our ingredients are neatly, peeled and chopped. And so for 1 serving, we are 2. So for 2 serving, you need 2 medium size of beetroots. So they are here chopped with ginger, just a thumb size of ginger. You need 1 cup of broccoli already here. You need 1 medium apple already chopped, and cucumber, 1 medium size. 1 medium size of cucumber. So we blend this and we will enjoy it. All right, so we are done blending, and the next thing is to strain. Now, if you can take it like that, please feel free and take it without straining, but I enjoy mine strained. Better still, you can use a juicer to juice the drinks out of the fruits or vegetables. You can also chop, stir fry, and eat it. It's another healthy option. All these are options you can exploit. The most important thing is for you to have enough vegetables, fruits, whole grains in your system so you can have a healthy endocrine system and enjoy a healthy life. So on the table is our healthy endocrine resetting juice.
Yeah, a colorful one.
All right, so to
healthy endocrine system
and long life. Cheers.
Cheers. Wow. The fruits and vegetables are nice.
You love it?
Yeah. Better than the carbonated.
They didn't hear that. So I want to say a big thank you for having us in your homes. I hope you enjoyed our education because we really enjoyed ourselves.
Yeah.
It's a pity you can't enjoy the drink with us, but we trust you can do the same in your homes.
Yeah.
So until come your way next Saturday, this is Welcome to My Kitchen, and my name is Baba Hammond. Bye for now.
Bye.